France 24's Emma James is at one of the campaign headquarters. Emma, is turnout looking any better than this morning in the PACA region?
Yes, the pace certainly seems to have picked up here in the southeast of France, the Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. It is hotly watched by everyone, not just in France, but around the world, because this could be the race that would give Marine Le Pen's National Rally Party, formerly the National Front, of course, its first region to control. It's never happened before. So they are desperate to win this. And of course, there are many people desperate to keep them out. Now, we're here at the headquarters of the Republican candidate, Renaud Muselier. His team has said that they are optimistic, but that nothing is certain. And that is very much really what everyone is saying right now, because this race was always going to be very, very close to call. And without having a huge increase in participation in this election, it will mean that basically we just don't know which way this is going to go. Now, it is up on last week's first round, which was a very poor turnout. We've almost had as many vote by 5 o'clock today as we had vote during the entire day. So there's another 3 hours of voting to go. 32.95 is the figure here, which is considerably higher, 5% higher than the national figure. But people were hoping for a lot more, hoping for a lot of mobilisation because of the importance of this race.
Despite it being a very crucial one, Emma, turnout is not showing up today. Do you have any idea why some people are staying away from the polls?
It is the question that everyone's asking and will need to continue to ask after this election is over, because a lot of people just seem to be turned off by French politics. Nice Matin, one of the local newspapers here, actually asked its readers to get in touch with them and say, why did you not bother to go to the polls for the first round? And 40% of them said they're disillusioned with politics as a whole. A lot of them also said that no candidate really represents them as far as they're concerned, while 8% of them said they simply had better things to do. And the vast majority, 74%, said they would not come out and cast a vote today, despite the fact that it is important, it is watched around the world, this race. Interestingly, I was driven down here by a taxi driver who echoed those sentiments perfectly. He said he hadn't gone out and voted. Basically, he said nothing changes no matter who's in power. They are all the same. And he's tired of never really having anyone to vote for in the second round, because what happened here is the alliance of Greens and Socialists dropped out after the first round, having got 17% of the vote, so they're pretty popular. But they dropped out in order to leave it basically as a clean fight between the Republicans, the traditional centre-right party, and the National Rally or National Front as it used to be known. The other thing that is extremely worrying for people across the political spectrum is that young people just are not interested in this process. Almost 90% of 18 to 24-year-olds did not bother to go out and cast a vote last week, and it looks very likely that they haven't done so this week either.
All right, a fascinating race that we'll be following throughout the day and the evening. Emma James reporting for us there in Marseille.